to their macro. So the way that they defeated the banana split before is by having more wave clear over the ONIC squad. What they need to do maybe is to bring back the Farsa. AoE wave clear. Not the 1-1 with only very bad wave clear on the marksman. So that's what they need to do now.
You know what? Here's the thing. In terms of curses, I kind of feel like none of us should talk. I kind of want to ask Eterna, look, here's the thing. She's the lady of the table. Do you think it's going to be a 4-0?
No,
Because
look.
that was a quick game.
Look, gentlemen, right? Okay, I said that I liked Blacklist draft better.
Okay.
And Blacklist lost in 11 minutes. So when we're talking about curses,
Oh my
I'm
God.
not really sure if it's you that you guys should be looking out for, but I know what we should be pushing our focus now, as we are moments away of coming into the drafting phase of game number 2 between ONIC and Blacklist International.
Here's the thing, before the drafts, I just gotta say congratulations, boys. Finally on the table here, we have proven that girls are not always right. Clack.
Wow.
Girls can get it wrong too.
Oh my god.
I don't feel good about this one.
On camera.
That one's good. Girlfriend, listen.
Alright, I mean right now we can see that ONIC and Blacklist have actually opted to swap sides, so Blacklist prefer being first pick. Now, do you think that this is going to influence the way things have gone?
100%.
I think mostly it's also just Blacklist want to take that red side away.
Yeah.
You give ONIC red side, they will counter you. They will flex on you up until the very end.
They have to be in control. Blacklist International. So that means that ONIC, if this is 1-1, okay, that's good. But that opens up still the Joy as well as the Varia for ONIC.
The Cambodian favorite, the Joy. It's going to be picked. Oh, it's going to be picked up. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, no, nothing too out of the ordinary here, but let's remember that everybody leaves Franco up for this one reason. You can pick Joy, I get Franco, and then I'm going to add a +1 to it. The question is, do you want to pick it up now or later?
I think not at all.
No.
Venus doesn't play Franco well, unless he wants to really like experiment here, but I don't think it's a time.
The answer typically is the glue, right? Maybe they go glue Faramis here, since this probably is one of the first times that Faramis will be open up for Blacklist International. Don't go the Navarra route yet. That might not be the answer too. So maybe just go for glue Faramis here for Blacklist International.
If they don't go Novaria, Onyx gonna pick it up.
Here's the thing, guys. I gotta say, I love Faramis. Don't ask what my relationship is with Faramis, but I like using it, right? But after being nerfed, I gotta say, the win is not looking that great. So for now, just get good old reliable.
Psycho Fred.
Don't make it too complicated. Psycho Fred, Crazy Valentina, comboed by
Gila Eve.
Gila Eve.
Right. Melissa, perhaps, for ONIC, they utilize that against Frederick typically.
Yeah, same pattern as the last time we saw ONIC play against Echo, for an example, in these very similar situations.
Do you think we're going to be expecting a Claude coming in from Blacklist now that the game has been picked up?
It's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, it's an owl hero anyways. They really like that Claude a lot. And it's decent versus the Joy. Maybe it's like because the Joy is kind of a hero that goes to the backlines. The Claude is the one who also kind of mirrors that too.
I don't know, actually. I remember our discussion, LaFell, right?
Oh yeah, the Joy.
Yeah, the Joy is disgusting against the Claude, actually, right? He just pops up the Vengeance.
That's right.
And then that damage gets reflected.
Joy is pretty disgusting, man. When she
Sure
gets into the land of
disgusting.
Dawn, it gets real dirty, especially when it enters from the back. Anyways, though, we're gonna talk a bit about the final pick of the first phase. Valentina, Fredrin, where do they want to go? Now it's a Franco again. They have Varia up against a lot of dive. Do they have enough cover appeal for this Navaria?
I feel like they definitely got some kind of range with the Navarre, right? It opens up the map a little bit more, so maybe that at least Keyboy isn't going to feel as comfortable looking for hooks in his traditional spots and might have to just play with just the raw pressure of his presence.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The thing that after playing with Novaria, I understand. The safest place to be in the Land of Dawn is outside the Land of Dawn. No one can touch you when you're not in the game. So I kind of feel like you don't need that much peel. Just get out of there.
You just gotta be efficient because remember these cooldowns have been punished before. Once you use that, especially early game, it's so easy to punish the Navaria.
Yeah, you're just kind of left out to dry almost.
I think you go Hayabusa as the ban here for Blacklist International. You don't want to give that to Mr. Kyrie himself.
Higher or Ling though?
And Ling, that's also true.
Is
But
the Leslie bad meaning they want to claw themselves?
They're just trying to give Owl the Claude. I feel like it's always the bait when it's ONIC. They opened up the 1-1, now it's the Leslie ban.
that is very true with Yeb. You know, Geb is he likes to trap people into spot, right? That's the way he drafts.
I'll pick it.
Yeah, you pick it. Yeah,
It's like, oh no, I banned the wrong heroes.
All right, we'll see, right? Because now they've actually chosen for the Ling this time around, right? Hayabusa is still left open here, so that is still a possibility for ONIC to pick up for Kyrie. We saw what he was able to do at M4, but now ONIC, they're going to start limiting the options for the EXP lane, the Lapu Lapu.
super duper good ban here coming out from ONIC because I think that they are eyeing for either carry or
Melissa. It could be Melissa too.
That's also there.
See, now they want Blacklist to pick the gold lane now. They banned out the Leslie, so they will pick up the Claude either way. Blacklist, if they pick up the Claude, then it's no Melissa. It's just going to be a Beatrix. It's so intelligent. They move a Beatrix, so Melissa is up. It's ready. Up against the Lapu banned out. Perfect time to bring it up.
Yep, looks like they're not going to take the bait. You think we're a new bait? No, we're a mythic bait.
Glory or honor?
Do they want to? Okay. So they already have the choice, as they explained. I think that it could be flex into the jungle as well, knowing ONIC. But I do feel that Melissa is such a good hero now against Blacklist International's lineup.
I personally think that this is great to see because usually when you are on the second pick, right, once you get that first pick after the second, in the second phase itself, you're posing so many questions. And I think at least for ONIC, it feels like they're not the
So what's the idea here? I mean, technically, what I'm looking at is Bane and Moskov. Both of them can penetrate through, right? They're basic, or not, for Bane, it's the first skill. For the Moskov, it's the passive. So maybe that's what they want to go for. They want to front to back against the front to back gods.
But we have to talk about this first, right? Because when we're talking about gods, we're also talking about kings in a way, right? Sky Kings, Kyrie himself, right? ONIC is on a 26-win streak from MPL ID Season 11 until now because they were able to win that first game. And so now it's the opposite, the complete opposite. Will Blacklist be able to break their code instead? And I guess they're trying to by picking up this last pick to Rizla. How are you feeling about this, Gideon?
I'm happy that Rizla's being shown, but against the Joy, it's not a very fun matchup, right? At the end of the day, you have to expand flickers to get into the back line, and Joy is like, that, 2 buttons.
Yep. And with Moscow being picked up here, the idea is that you want to still kind of deal with the engage comp of the side of Blacklist International. Like Melissa, for example, deals AoE damage because of the muddles, but also Moscow, you have that extra damage from the passive, and that means that whoever is going to be caught by Keyboy, it's going to have some collateral damage for sure.
Here's the thing, man. We're talking about breaking the code. I want to see Blacklist breaking the curse. Let's make sure that for this game, we got to see can Blacklist equalize, and we got to see CW on this Moskov. Can he flex over Owl or Owl on this Beatrix? He's gonna show I'm the silent killer of Blacklist International. We're going into game number 2. ONIC against Blacklist.
Blacklist surely have a chance to destroy that win streak. 26 it was, but against the Franco, a hero that we've seen so many times, always prio banned. It's been literally their demise.
And Keyboy has been so good at this hero. Well, I guess it's because of the fact that ONIC really knows how to utilize its kit. Like, it's not only just about the burst, it's about influence. And the way that you're checking all those bushes, make it so the Blacklist will have to hide all the time. They cannot position themselves. So, one thing that's good though, this is Novaria and Valentina, a Blacklist special. UF is so good with this hero. Are good ultimates to get the takeaway from ONIC, like the Eve ultimate and the Bane ultimate.
Here's the thing, man. Looking at the lineup from Blacklist, okay, you were talking about you can take quite a lot of ultimates. I'm actually looking at the range difference here because Blacklist and ONIC are actually, in terms of range, Blacklist is crazy. Can Joy really pressure Blacklist if they're just baiting everything out? But CW, again, showing him stuff.
No.
Like, Keyboy is there, but that was kind of a 1v1.
No.
This Moskov is going to be a big thing to Blacklist International because we mentioned earlier as well, Lavelle, that in the gold lane, it really depends on skill. And it's about how much you understand the enemy hero. I don't know when I will face a Moskov last, but it is going to be very hard to understand the limits in this game alone.
Here's the thing, man. The Moskov from CW, I want to see him how creative he can get because, again, Moskov to carry very short-range heroes. I wonder how he's going to approach the fights because, again, we're thinking Edward as well as Wise, they want to engage. How is he going to approach that? Just counter-engage or let them do their thing and then just like, I'm just going to go to the back line?
Just going to be farming and then you start to split the map, and then when you do engage, you make sure that you are going onto the heroes that are on the front line. So to answer your question, Wise is not going to have a good time because of this Moskov. So they have to be careful here for Blacklist International.
Well, let's see right now. Kyrie's on the main down below. CW is going for the kill right now. It might be a solo kill down below. Kyrie picks it up, but it's going to be the Beatrix still alive here in the turtle side. Edward flickers forward with the penalty zone, and Blacklist International, they strike first.
Okay, here's the thing. A lot was going on. Good job, Marco, actually catching both lines. CW 1v1 against Owl, winning that out. So, okay, that's already amazing for him. But the thing is, Blacklist International, they were able to secure the turtle. Whoa, I gotta ask you, man, in this kind of situation, which one got out of that winning the trade?
Definitely the gold laner. ONIC winning the gold lane, and then of course the solo kill for Chewe. That's a lot of boost, like 700 gold ahead with corrosion side. Before 3 minutes.
Okay, now again looking at the situation, I gotta ask you, Marco, how does it feel starting the lane having this kind of lead?
It's a great lane because in the gold lane, especially if you have someone like Keyboy just hovering over this lane, CW is gonna freeze it constantly. Owl has to use all of his skills to get a minion, has to swap between a lot of different guns, and thinking about all that, it really puts on the pressure for you.
All right, now I gotta ask, whoa. Blacklist, they gotta start pressuring, man. This where is it? The XP? Is it the gold? Is it the mid?
Definitely the gold. I don't think that they should be allowing this to happen. You can say XP, that's gonna be Edward. There's no way for them to take out the joy, so it's gold.
But that's great. Wow, Keyboy flickers out. The Bruce Fashion popped in as well, but that's CW with the Spear of Misery, gets him out. Spear of Vengeance as well, all the way in the back just to get that wave pushing in.
Okay, you know what? Good call on that, making sure that they go for the goal lane. But again, expertly played by ONIC, making sure that no one was really caught. But now times.
Flickers out, penalty zone brings it back for a bit, but RWM, that's the anti-CC. Suns loves using it just to defend, and it also helps him clear the wave.
Yeah, the idea always for the Beatrix, if you want to go for the penetrate fight, there has to be some sort of lockdown. Surely they have Edward with a Turisla, but they don't have like a hard lockdown like a Franco, for example, or maybe a Kaja. That's why you saw Keyboy was able to just flicker out of there.
Okay, no penalty zone for Edward. This might be big now that they catch coming down. Kyrie wins out the Retribution battles. Wise walks back up with taunt. Keyboy gonna be taken low. Now he finds Iron Hood, but he only brings him back for the range of the Brazers Rats to take him down. CW with his fire already. Boost now jumping to the back line with the rhythm. Does he get enough defense? What? That shouldn't have worked, but it did for Captain Boots.
Dude, I would have sworn he would have just died. That wouldn't have looked as cool. But he actually got a kill, and now you and Oh My Venus are they going to go for it? Oh My Venus, you don't have a lot of mana. It looks like no, they're not going to push their luck here, Wolf.
Yeah, I expect the Valentina to go up against the Joy all the time. That's why the answer for Blacklist is first pick is Valentina because of the damage. But my Boots, just because of the vengeance, and I think that Edward kind of also but thinking that he will survive after that vengeance coming out from Boots might be a bad call coming out from Blacklist International. And of course the cooldown from Boots was there, and Captain Boots, even after he gave so much to ONIC.
ONIC started out pretty well, having a lead, but after that's now Blacklist has equalized it. For now, Boots as well as Edward, they're just kind of like, we're seeing each other, we're going to have this dance. But again, for now, ONIC, they're getting pressure. Wise goes in on to Keyboy.
Yeah, but it's a good Spear of Misery to put him back. Blacklist International now with a very good objective take up top, putting more map pressure on.
Yeah. Now Blacklist International, they have woken up. The movements that you are looking at their composition, it's looking really good. And I think the answer is simple. To answer the ONIC strategy, you just have to have more wave clear. In the previous game, they only have what? The Varia 1-1, not enough wave clear for sure. This time, they have Valentina, they have the Beatrix, they can move around much faster because they have the superior wave clear.
All right, now Owl just completed the Blade of Despair. I gotta ask Mirko, is this enough for Blacklist to say, you know what, we can take a few fights?
It's definitely a power spike, but as you can see, even Blacklist knows it's not enough yet because he is still behind. And CW has also hit a power spike. Golden Staff for Moskov, massive item. Second item, and he finished off the corrosion side. Real world manipulation popped in very early, trying to chunk Kyrie down, and it does just that. Kyrie and ONIC will be shoved away from this neutral objective, and Blacklist takes it for free.
I mean, here's the thing. I gotta say, in terms of the way Philippine teams have been playing, when they want to take objective, they don't care about using their skills. Speaking of skills, Boots is looking at, oh my Venus, it's like, you know what, you're looking very yummy right now. The Moons ain't gonna get that kill.
Well, you see the way that they utilize the Varia ultimate extra hitbox. Even when you're outside of the copied real world manipulation, you still get stunned because technically there's a part of you that's still inside the box. That's actually that's something that I haven't seen before in Blacklist International. Thank you for showing us that.
But the siege though, beautifully played by Blacklist International, utilizing the Beatrix. If the Moskov can win in 1v1s, Beatrix certainly wins in shoves and sieges, and Blacklist are playing to their strengths. Meanwhile, Kyrie up top, a Spear of Misery, now a penalty zone. Kyrie gonna be caught right now. Does he have a deadly catch? Has to taunt to lock him out. Wise doing the damage, deadly catch throw now. Wise dashing forward, but ONIC with a good disengage. Oh, almost a snipe down from Venus.
All right, gentlemen, for now, we can definitely see a slower game between ONIC as well as Blacklist. Now, I gotta pose the question. Blacklist, they got a lot of rage. ONIC, how are they realistically going to engage? Because I'm looking at Keyboy, and I kind of feel like they don't care about the baits coming in from Coach Yeb on the fight, but we will damage you from afar because right now Blacklist are just avoiding. If you guys want to come close, but we gotta say your HP is gonna be very low before you even start anything. Keyboy, Kyrie, close to the Lord, and Edward is kind of zoning everyone away. I'm not sure if ONIC can really go for this.
They don't want to go for it, it seems. They're just going here, trying to buy some time. Boots now jumping in, but give the retribution. Boots finds a kill somehow in the midst of it all. It's a miss from Venus. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, you can see the real manipulation as well here in the top side river. CW might actually use this Inspire, but he doesn't even need to. He finds another turret, and it's still ONIC with a different draft, but it's a banana split.
Yeah, it's like, you want to fight the Ube? Get another dessert. Banana split, and it looks like Blacklist are like, oh, wait. Can't you guys come together?
Isn't this like Christmas for, I mean, me personally, but maybe for a lot of people out there? It's Blacklist versus ONIC, Kyrie versus V-Wise, Ube versus the banana split. And I was there in its inception, the moment that it was, battling against each other. Now we're seeing it. I am in it for a treat. And it's true. You wouldn't think that ONIC would like to go for a split push because they don't have that X-Spinator that kind of goes for it. But if you play that way, now, all of a sudden, you have an answer to the ultimate bonding experience.
You know what? This is beautiful because we're going to look at team fight going up against map manipulation. The Lord is going to march in. ONIC, they're going to be here to defend. And Blacklist, I'm thinking, do they want a siege? Because they just cleared this very, very fast.
Yeah, if we said Beatrix, Navaria, Valentina has good clear, well, ONIC have good clear too. Just the Yves and... Kyrie wants to go for the deadly catch. Might get solo here, but Keyboy finds an amazing pick on the back. And it's Venus who has the fall. Wise now, look for the taunt, not in range. Sans also just putting in that utility, that slow. You don't feel it much, but when you do, it just gets you out of range by a bit.
Wait, was I tunnel visioning? All of a sudden, how did Keyboy get there?
Yeah. It's just a flicker. And I think that, honestly, only Venus sacrificed herself for that. So that's good.
Vengeance. Boots versus the world. He takes everything on. Yue wants to chase him down right now with rhythm as well. Boots should fall here, but it's going to be another turret. Tries to cancel out the recall with the Spear of Vengeance, but it's going to be a tier 2 once again. ONIC.
It's just the split at this point. And yeah, Oh My Venus died there. It looked like it was some sort of a weird interaction, but in a way, Oh My Venus kind of fended for Owl. But the fact of the matter remains, ONIC, they have regained composure. They have the Bane, as well as they have to pay for the middle. They have Chewe, who's pushing onto the side lanes, and they also have Boots, making it so that the diversion is there for the split.
Sans did too much more than he could chew. That was one of the moments where the recalls did not help. Wise with the drive-by, dashing forward. Now the taunt though, that's a lot of damage placed onto Wise by CW. Keyboy barely missing a good dodge from Blacklist as they try their best now to push the pace.
Dude, I gotta say, he died before the fight even starts. Now the minion is here, and Blacklist, now we starting to see their composition coming online. Big damages here coming from afar.
Yeah, you can see the Blacklist International are utilizing the counters to the Joy as well. Boots, as well as Sans, they are really suffering from this Valentina. 2-0 and 3, 5 out of 5. Yue was part of it. The first pick coming up from Blacklist, I think it's well worth it. This might be the hero, the flavor of the series.
Okay, right now, look at the positioning of ONIC as well as Blacklist. Moving towards the Lord. Boots is looking for a chance. Boots is going in.
With the rhythm as well. Owl though, forced to back away right now. Goes for the damage. It's a good peel. And Owl picks up the kill. Kyrie finds the retry though. Wise loses out. CW going to be able to dump out, but the real world inflation locks him down in the penalty zone as well. Flicker committed by Edward. Owl had to use it earlier. 2-4-1. 2 kills for an objective.
With 2 kills, this means that Blacklist will be able to push. Yeah, surely they lost the retribution, but my oh my, they will run through.
Keyboy as well falling as Blacklist International come back online. 700 gold lead, sieging, pushing the pace.
Here's the thing, are we about to see a 1-1? Is this going to be the start of something good? Because the Lord is marching for ONIC, but I kind of feel Blacklist kind of doesn't care.
I think the answer, if there will be a 1-1 for Blacklist International, what the win condition is Lord fights. They have to win Lord team fights. And it doesn't mean that you get the retribution onto the Lord. What it means is that around those Lord team fights, you have to win the trade. Like it's a 3-4-1, a 4-4-2. You have to lead by 2 heroes over the other so that you can push. I think that's the main win condition here for Blacklist International.
Razor's Wrath committed early. Boots already with the rhythm as well. Still saving the vengeance as the mid lane should be pushed in. Edward spotted out. Mid lane taken down. Tier 1. Blacklist International able to micromanage up top as well. Both still no gold lead technically.
Right now, one at a time, ONIC is dismantling the structures of Blacklist. Looking at the itemization for now, I gotta point out, Owl actually has an Athena shield, really respecting the damage coming in from Sans as well as Boots.
Yep, that's why when Boots went in for the backlines, he survived. And Boots would have thought that the one-hit factor was already there, but was punished afterwards. And just want to commend Yue once again, that was able to hit onto Boots, allowed them to really win the team fight afterwards.
Okay, whoa, you talked about Blacklist, their win condition. ONIC in this kind of situation, 14 minutes going into 50 minutes, the Lord is just going to get stronger and stronger. How is ONIC supposed to play this banana split now?
Yeah, you should make sure that the long lane has been controlled. In this case, the long lane is the bottom lane because the Lord is up top. Make sure that Boots is always there, and he is. And now up top, you can't wait for those minions to go down because you have to wave clear anyways. And it's actually more advantageous for you that there will be minions in there so that you control the map. You split it in a way that the long lane will be controlled by Boots, and then the turtle fight, you will go for heroes first before going on to the Lord.
Okay, so at this point, based on my understanding, you got to make sure the long lane, which is the bottom lane, again, we're seeing it here, Boots is controlling it well. And then in the fight with the Lord, it almost doesn't matter as long as you just control the heroes.
You can see the development of the slow push here for both side lanes. Boots chose to actually shove that wave because he's going to wait for it, I believe, and play and slow push it. Meanwhile here, the top side river, Kyrie's going to be slain. That's the immortality already. Made it out. Kai's down with a minute's rage. Beautiful pickup by Blacklist International. Bottom wave not cleared up just yet by ONIC. As a jungler down, should be a free Lord for Blacklist. CW clearing out this mid wave. Now with a good spot on the back. Owl's gonna be visible. Now it's gonna be Flicker and Bloody Hunt. Now it's CW. A lot of damage placed down. Edwards, Immortality will fall. Boots in the back. He does the damage, but it's not gonna be enough to take anyone down. Blacklist playing it well, but look at their HP bars. They're all low. CW and Sans versus the world. They're pulling the Lord back. They want to stop it from happening. Retribution gonna be there, but there's gonna be White pulled back. Not enough to steal the Lord. Still Blacklist secure it. That's Keyboy who falls, and Blacklist have played the team fight perfect.
And you can see you with the rookie for Blacklist International, kind of getting into the programming of Blacklist International so well. He knew and understood his assignment. Whenever you see Kyrie, pop the ultimate, pop the Eve ultimate. That happened twice. In this particular time, this is important because they have gunned down Kyrie. He had help afterwards, but the fact of the matter remains, he knew that when he sees Kyrie, even just a pixel of this pain, you go on to that hero.
Right now, it looks like UA is a man on a mission, and he doesn't stray away from the mission. 3.6k gold lead for Blacklist. Looking at the wave flicker coming in from ONIC, we've seen incredible ways, especially going up against Echo, where they can defend, but going up against Blacklist is they got a lot of range. I'm not feeling too sure here. I'm not feeling too good. Oh my Venus. So far, it looks like the Blacklist, they don't want to engage heavily. They still want to play this as slow as they can.
The wave there is just perfect right now for ONIC. The fact that another enhanced Lord just spawned in and it's just cleared out like nothing. But even the mid lane's not going to fall. Tier 2 still up. Boots, Divine Glaive this time. So respecting the Athena shield as well.
But then again, Blacklist are still getting the map macro. Because now, they can't go for pickup.
Whoa, Boots absolutely gets shredded down. Blacklist online, but wait, Wise steps up a bit too fast, a bit too far. CW with a shutdown. Real world inflation popped down as well. Keyboy with a conceal. But Owl with a good spot, a good snipe. Oh, how? What? One more shot, CW finds it. What? How did Keyboy find the hook on Venus?
I gotta say, man, Keyboy has not been hitting a lot of those hooks, but at that moment, he got it. He tried it on Edward. He didn't, but now we can hear the crowd reinvigorated. ONIC starting to find a very good spot in the map.
That's super bad for Blacklist.
Super bad. Super duper bad. They lost twice. They lost Venus. Oh my word!
Keyboy once again with a beautiful hook, forcing a DPZ, a defensive penalty zone. Shout out Leo.
DPZ. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want the OPZ. Well, the offensive penalty zone, but it's not working. Well, at least in that moment, Keyboy finding treasure, finding gold. When Oh My Venus, I think that what happened was he was still into the wall, and then when he popped the Astral Sphere after the Astral Recall, he went down because that's the typical interaction. And the moment he went down, went towards the hook of Keyboy.
Here's the thing, man. The thing about the Franco, you can miss, like, I don't know, the first 10 minutes of your hooks.
I agree.
After that, the moment you get one, something changes in the players of Franco. After that point, they're a Franco god, and now we can see Keyboy starting to feel that Franco godness.
It kind of feels like the moment that you find your rhythm, it kind of feels like your hook has a magnet.
Let's rage. RWM, 2 big resources spent, and Kyrie is still alive. Wise walking in front. Keyboy trying to go for a real woman play to Yulan. Finds it. A beautiful pick from Blacklist. Now, though, they're going to go for it. A beautiful taunt from Wise. This might be an overcommitment from ONIC, but it's going to be Wise taken down. Oh! Keyboy finds it. Boots in the back of the rhythm as well. Now, what are you with the shutdown? A double. Making a double for the captain. ONIC. How did they find a way in?
It was Keyboy all alone, but then again, the fight already, I thought was already on the side of ONIC. It was Ewan to get the Lord for whatever reason. The flicker coming out from Suns with their RWM, that gave them the advantage, the territorial advantage. Wise cannot get out of the box, and they have the lockdown afterwards. Then Keyboy lands a good hook, puts up to the backlines. ONIC really played that so well.
Wait, if they manage this well, they might actually end. 10 seconds on Wise. How? One fight and turns it around. If anyways comes out and then they catch as well. Edward, penalty zone. ONIC. Cambodian magic is the only thing I can use, the word, to describe how they won.
Did we just jinx ourselves? Did we just apply the curse? I was saying
It's ONIC magic.
it looked like it looked like it's gonna be a 1-1. I spoke too soon, man. Just now it's a 2-0.
It's a game of boxes. The way that ONIC designed their box, they waited for the right moment. Suns was waiting for a flicker, and when he went in, he caught everybody from the side of Blacklist International, destroying their formation. Gonna have to hand it to Yue. He got the Lord. But apart from that, the formation is already favoring ONIC. Then Keyboy lands a magnetic hook once again. It's ONIC magic.
Keyboy, what? I mean, we mentioned it. He's been missing a lot. His hit rate probably is abysmal, but I guess he proves quality over quantity, right? You get the right hooks at the right time, you can swap and turn the game over. I can't believe he just found it on Owl.
Here's the thing, man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But if you take 100 shots, eventually something will hit. With that being said, don't shoot people.
Oh,
What do you guys